Protect your car with 3W Liners all-weather floor mats. Made from durable materials like TPE and rubber, our mats are designed to withstand rain, snow, and mud with deep grooves to trap dirt and liquids. For a custom fit and advanced protection, visit 3W Liners. That's the number 3, WLINERS.com today.
Relax with Hemp Delicious. Organically grown hemp, massively blended with delicious organic herbs, responsibly sourced for their holistic benefits. Each sip offers calming, antioxidant-rich wellness. Brewed just for you. Sip the calm with Hemp Delicious. Find your blend at hempdelicious.com.
Hey y'all, I'm April.
And I'm Caroline.
And this is your Bloody Happy Hour. Caroline, are you ready for this?
This is your newest guilty pleasure.
It's the bloodiest part of your week.
Did we say something about it also being happy hour?
Show did.
Because we about to be sipping on some murder. Bloody happy hour.
Hey y'all, this is April.
And this is Caroline.
This is your Bloody Happy Hour.
Quickie edition.
And we're so glad you are here. We hope you enjoyed last week's episode. But if you didn't, this week we got all new episodes, new news, new everything.
Lots of updates.
What you got?
Let's start with the
not so missing person?
That stupid Hannah Kobaski or Kobaschnik or whatever.
Yeah. Not from West.
She found safe. Nobody cares. I don't even know why I'm talking about you right
In
now.
Mexico.
In Mexico.
That story has just... I need to hear Nancy Grace's final... Because she has done like at least 4 episodes on her, like each little update. Because she was all in it. And she was not believing this fake disappearance thing.
You know, Nancy Grace is not on my good side right now.
Why?
Because she thinks that Karen Reed is guilty.
Oh.
But like she went hard on her.
Yeah.
And I was like, and then she also went to the Delphi trial for like an hour. And then came out and did this huge story and this huge report about how guilty he is. Mm-hmm. And the people who actually stayed there for the whole, all day, every day, are like, they kind of were pissed. They're like, you're going to come in for an hour and then do this
make
big,
a conclusion.
Yes. So she's not on the good side, but.
I love people even when they don't agree with what I agree with.
I know. I just don't like the way she went about it. Like, even if you think he did it, why don't you stay and listen to both sides? She just listened to one side.
Yeah.
She didn't even get... So that's why I was like, you hear both of the sides.
She's like, I'm Nancy, I don't got to.
No, she don't.
Not at all.
But I feel like I'll forgive her.
Yeah, maybe in a week.
Maybe in a week. Daniel Penny.
Yes, I've seen. You talked to us about it a little bit.
Let me give you the details. He was a 26-year-old Marine, and he was recently on trial for the murder of Jordan Neely. He was, the jury was deadlocked. They are deliberating, and I'll tell you what led up to it. But they were deadlocked for a few days. Judge comes back and is like, oh, well, let's just go ahead and dismiss that main charge. The main charge of manslaughter, which was like the 14-year or 15-year charge. Which I've never have heard of them just like all of a sudden dismissing one charge and then they had to come back and deliberate on the next charge. Like usually it's all, you do it at the same time, I think.
Yeah.
So they come back, they find him, they deliberate on the lesser charge and he is acquitted and he gets not guilty and he gets to go free and all the things, which I agree with. So the guy, Jordan Neely, was 30 years old, and he had a history of mental illness and homelessness. And Daniel Penny had restrained him on the subway and put him in a chokehold. And he was like there for 6 minutes, and then he later died at the hospital. So this Daniel Penny was Marine. He was taking the subway to go to school. Jordan, who was mentally ill, like I said, has a history of erratic behavior. Other passengers on the subway were describing him as unhinged, satanic. He was going around saying, "I'm going to kill you. I'm prepared to go to jail for life." And he's just saying this to everybody. There's kids around. There's women around. White people, black people, all kinds of people. They said that he is schizophrenic and that he was supposedly on K2, which is like the spice stuff. So he was kind of going crazy, tripping out, and everybody was like, they were scared of him. So people were like trying to get away from him, and then that's when Daniel Penny intervenes, and he like calms him down, like restrains him just to hold him, just to like, bro, like calm down. But and this has turned into a big like race thing because Penny's white, Neely's black, but there were also multiple people who were restraining him along with Daniel, and 2 of the people who were restraining him were black people. So I think it's just being turned into a big race issue.
The family's pissed, right? Because I think
It's
the
like the
family's gotten up
BLM.
there.
Yes.
I've seen the family get up there. I haven't seen anybody else talk about it. But I saw maybe like a sister or something was just like pissed.
2 of them.
But
yeah.
Was there open trial?
No, because New York they don't.
Doesn't do that. Did the other people on the train testify to
Yes. So there were. I was trying to answer.
But he didn't
the
put his
trial
hand on
included-
everybody. He was just verbally making.
Yeah, but apparently the trial included 30 witnesses, bystander video, expert testimony. The city medical examiner, which is the prosecutor side, ruled Neely's death was the cause of death was compression of neck chokehold. But the defense said that the factors included him having sickle cell and schizophrenia, and that contributed to his death. And also, when the officers arrived on scene, he still had a pulse. And this Neely guy had been arrested 44 times for crimes including kidnapping of a 7-year-old in 2015, punching a 64-year-old lady in 2019, breaking a 67-year-old woman's nose in 2021, and he punched her and she fell in the subway, and he's been released and re-released like 44 times. So the issue is
And
that
refuses help, I think. They've tried to like put him in
and like the family,
mental-
like the dad came out and spoke, and like the dad does not even talk to the kid, like doesn't have a relationship, like
with Jordan?
yeah. Yeah. So it was like, basically you have this homeless, mentally ill person who's scaring everybody there, and then this Penny guy is a Marine, and he restrains him to calm him down. Other people help calm him down. And then, because even on the body cam footage, he's still like alert. He has a pulse. They take him, the officers get there, take him to the hospital, but then he dies at the hospital. And
what did the autopsy say?
I just have what the testimony was. But, well, the medical examiner on the city said one thing, but then the other one said something else.
Something else. I can see how it's deadlocked.
Yeah, so they deadlocked, but then the judge dismissed it. And then, yeah, he got not guilty.
Yeah. I think and I only saw one interview with Danny, whatever his name is, Penny, is that afterwards he didn't show, because essentially he contributed or took a life. And he was like, I'd do it 40 more times. I'd do it 40 more times.
Yeah.
And so there was not even a little bit of remorse for, I didn't mean to kill him, but I did, like I took a life for maybe assuming something was going to happen.
He said, I wasn't trying to injure him. I'm just trying to keep him away from hurting anybody else.
Yeah.
That was one of the things he said.
But he ended up dying, so there was, it didn't seem to be no apology or no remorse for that. It was like, well, as long as he didn't hurt a kid, it's,
Yeah.
Then he's fine. So, I don't know. It's a hard case. It's It's a hard case.
And then let's talk about Luigi
Oh, Luigi.
Mangione.
Mangione. I mean, like the perfect, like does
Luigi Mangione.
Oh, he's either in the Italian mafia. Oh, my
Okay,
goodness.
so here is the tea. And this is going to change if you, I don't know if anybody does not know about this. Go listen to last week to hear a little bit about it, but here we go.
CEO. He's the one that's
United Healthcare, Brian Thompson was basically assassinated. So more and more information is coming out. We had multiple images of the suspected gunman that had been circulating online from all the security cameras all over New York City. Showed a man in a dark jacket, hoodie, a face mask with which obscured most of his face, except for
those great eyebrows and those
them bushy
nice
eyebrows.
eyes.
Even though, there's some pictures where it's like his eyebrows are
far apart,
farther apart
yeah.
and closer. Like, I don't know. There's
It looks
something.
like he might have a unibrow.
In
and
some,
then-
in his mugshot and stuff, it does look like they're really close. But in the one surveillance picture of him, they look further apart and
Maybe
not
he
as
just
bushy.
freshly had them waxed. But yeah, I've seen all that.
Okay, so these pictures were everywhere, circulating, going viral. It was revealed that the police suspected that the gunman arrived in New York City in late November and that he came on a bus that came from Atlanta. But it wasn't sure if he got it, whatever. We don't know if he was in another city than Atlanta, blah, blah, blah. But police suspected that he was staying in a hostel in the Upper West Side under a fake name. And he left New York City on a Greyhound bus after the shooting, which we know he got on that little bike, but then took the bus and then I guess goes to Pennsylvania. Okay. It was reported that at the crime scene, we talked about this last week, the bullet casings were written on deny, defend, and depose. And that was a reference to a book that was published in 2010. And that book is called Delay, Deny, Defend, Why Insurance Companies Don't Pay Claims and What You Can Do About It. So the book claims that delay, deny, and defend are tactics that the healthcare insurance companies purposefully use to avoid paying insurance claims. Police also found water bottle and cell phone at the scene, which they believe belonged to the suspect.
Okay.
So then they find the backpack in Central Park, which matched the one that the gunman was wearing from the CCTV footage, whatever. But the backpack did not have the gun in it, which they thought it might have had the gun in it. Instead, it had Monopoly money.
Yes. Okay, I saw that.
A ton of Monopoly money.
Like he stuffed it with Monopoly money.
Yeah. And he's trying to,
Make it look full.
playing a game.
Uh,
Maybe I don't know if it's I don't have any money because I don't know. Who knows? Well, some people believe that he did this so he could play games with the police. And maybe it was some sort of political messaging about wealthy individuals and this economy, as though only wealthy can pay for health care and for things like that and don't need the claims to go through. Which is odd because this kid comes from a super wealthy family. So I'll tell you about that. This past Monday, police detained 26-year-old Luigi Mangione.
Love it. I'm eating Italian after this.
Ooh, that sounds good. And he was arrested in Altoona, Pennsylvania, after getting off a Greyhound bus and going to Mickey D's.
That's the worst part. He's way too fit to be wanting some Mickey D's.
There, a customer thought that he looked like the suspect of the pictures that had been going around.
Love the customer.
And then went and notified the employer, and the employer called the police.
This was a DTF customer. I tell you what, when I was at the
was-
airport,
the
I was looking at people, and there was a guy in front of me with that same backpack, and I was like, Sweet Pea. But he was like a white guy with blonde hair. I was like, Sweet Pea, that's the same backpack that the shooter had. And
so
he was
many
like,
questions.
Why do you think about that? And I said, I do, but so did this person.
Well, it was like this dude was sitting around the table with his buddies, and he was like, one of his friends was like, that looks like that shooter guy. And they're like, oh, it kind of does.
And then they told an employee, and the employee called, right?
That's, yes.
Yeah.
So When he's arrested, he has multiple fake IDs in his possession, one of them which matched the name of the suspect that it was used at the hostel. He also had a 3D printed gun silencer. I don't know what that... I mean, he had the gun silencer, so I guess he had it on him. He had a ghost gun, or it's what's referred to as a ghost gun, so it's like a homemade gun. Ghost guns, I think, just don't have serial numbers on them. Like, you erase it, which these are illegal.
I wondered what that was.
So, and the ghost gun was also 3D printed. So I guess he had the silencer and the ghost gun. And this type of gun was capable of shooting the type of bullets that were found at the crime scene. They also found a 3-page handwritten manifesto where he's criticizing health insurance industry and corporate America.
Protect your online privacy with NordVPN. Browse securely, access content from anywhere, and keep your data safe with military-grade encryption. Whether at home or on the go, NordVPN ensures your digital freedom. Stay secure. Download NordVPN today at nordvpn.com. That's NORDVPN.com. Experience the future of secure private cloud storage with Internex. Protect your files with end-to-end encryption, ensuring your data stays private and accessible only to you. Enjoy seamless, fast storage without compromising security. Visit Internext.com today and take control of your digital life. That's INTERNXT.com today.
What's up, y'all? It's Joe Budden, here to talk about Prize Picks. Football season is heating up, and Prize Picks is the best place to get real money sports action while watching football. With over 10 million members and billions of dollars in awarded winnings, Prize Picks has made daily fantasy sports accessible to all. The app is really simple to use. Pick 2 or more players across any sport, pick more or less on their projection, and you could win real cash on your lineup. Prize Picks even invented the Flex Play, so you can still cash out if one of your picks doesn't hit. On Prize Picks, you can mix and match players from different sports. Real money sports action while watching football.
Download the Prize Picks daily fantasy app today and use code FIELD and get $50 instantly when you play $5. That's code FIELD on Prize Picks to get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. Prize Picks. Run your game. Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details.
He also had $8,000 in cash, $2,000 in foreign currency, his passport, and a Faraday bag.
Wait, how much cash?
$8,000 in cash, $2,000 in foreign currency.
Okay.
And they said he also had a Faraday bag, which is a bag that you can put electronic devices into, and the bag blocks any electromagnetic signals from entering or exiting the devices.
That's not sus.
However, it's also supposed to prevent from data stealing and hacking. But a Luigi appears in court in Pennsylvania, and when they're discussing bail, the prosecutor brought up these items, the money, the passport, the bag, and they argued that it seemed like he was likely to flee because he's obviously has other things. But then Luigi and his defense attorney said that
He travels all the time.
well, they said that the money was planted
Oh.
and that he did not know how it got there, and the bag wasn't a Faraday bag, it was just a waterproof bag. So let me tell you a little bit about Luigi. He is from an enormously privileged family. Tons of money. They owned country clubs, radio stations. He was born and raised in Maryland. He had a very nice upbringing. In 2016, he went to some all-boys school, which was like $40,000 a year, and this is his high school.
Oh, yeah.
He graduated as valedictorian. Very prestigious.
Those are
prep
the 2
school
biggest red flags.
in Baltimore.
All boys school, valedictorian.
Like yeah.
High IQ.
Then in 2020, he graduated from UPenn, so University of Pennsylvania, which is an Ivy League school. And he graduated with a bachelor's and master's degree in computer science, also a minor in math. His last known address was Honolulu, Hawaii.
Yes.
He has no criminal history. He was never a suspect until his arrest in Pennsylvania. And at his court hearing, he mentioned that he worked as a data engineer for about 3 years up until a year ago. He also said that he has no drug and no mental health problems. His family released a statement saying that they are completely shocked and about what he's alleged of doing. Okay. A lot of his friends came out saying they can't believe it. He was always friendly, sociable, normal, and just he had a fairly prominent, I guess he had like, he was like online a lot, like an online presence. So he would be on like, he did YouTube, he did Twitter or X or whatever. So I don't know what Goodreads is. I guess it's a book place where you read books. So he had a Goodreads account, which is now private, where he posted hundreds of books that he's read. And he posted a really good review about a book that was tied to the Unabomber.
Oh, Krasinski.
And he posted frequently on X all until this summer when his posts just suddenly stopped. So around this fall, some of his friends noticed that he stopped posting. And so they're like, where did he go? Why did you all of a sudden stop posting? You've like gone silent. And one of them said nobody's heard from him in months. And then apparently his family started looking for him because they hadn't heard from him. And they didn't know if he was okay. People also found out about a Reddit account that might possibly belong to him.
Okay.
And not confirmed, but on this account, the user writes about health issues like back problems, Lyme disease, and brain fog. So at some point, and I don't know the exact date, but at some point he did have back surgery.
Yes.
And apparently, I don't know if it just went wrong or something, but then he was not able to have sex and he was not able to work out.
Which was probably a stress release. He had some type of vertebrae problem, like it was crooked or something.
Like scoliosis.
Had the surgery, and like he was in a lot of pain, had the surgery, and it took away his pain like all the way for a while. And then it came back with a vengeance that debilitated him.
So then also on this same Reddit account, the user wrote that they are frustrated because of the lack of understanding from doctors, which, is this his motive? Or like, did he have health issues? He didn't get adequate care. I mean, then why do you not go out, take it out on the doctors? Also, following his arrest, there was a YouTube video that was uploaded under an account, under his name. And I saw this also on Twitter, like whatever they're saying that it said, that it was a video titled The Truth. And it began with a countdown and the words, "If you see this, I'm already arrested." And the video ended with a final message that said, "All is scheduled. Be patient. Bye for now."
That he put up there?
That he put up there, allegedly. It's now been deleted, but I don't know if he had if he was like a YouTuber person, like if he. That's just information that I've found. Some people are convinced that the video was just part of the plan. Others are saying that it was a hoax. It could have been uploaded by somebody else. Some people think that Luigi's part of a team and that this was a hit that was all planned out by more than one person. There's rumors circulating that Luigi himself told McDonald's employee to call the police. I mean, it's all kinds of stuff going on. There are people saying that the cop said that this was a professional hit, but if it's so professional, why are you not getting rid of anything? And if you are you trying to? And why
you're like professionals not going to be on camera?
You're not going to
that much,
yeah, and just be out in the open, and you're going to keep your gun on you with you.
Yeah,
you're not going to throw it out anywhere. You're just going to make it so easy.
It was just weird to me that he's only, what is that, one state over? Pennsylvania's next to New York.
It's like he wasn't even trying.
4 days late, yeah. And then you go and sit down in a public place and you're eating, and then you're still eating, or I even saw like working on his computer or something when the cops come in. So you're not even eating in a rush.
You're not even trying to. I don't know.
So I was like, either it's a decoy or he wanted to get caught so he can tell his story. Because he just seemed way smarter than that up until this point.
I know.
How does he know how to use a gun so well?
Because he's smart.
They didn't say that.
Well, I don't know. What was his major? Something about engineering. He's charged with 1 count of murder, 2 counts of second-degree criminal possession of a weapon, 1 count of second-degree possession of a forged document, 1 count of third-degree criminal possession of a weapon. And let me tell you, this stuff just keeps changing every day. More details coming out all the time.
It did say that the casings at this Sesh the Nation matched Luigi's gun.
Yes. And as he was getting arraigned, he yelled something out. I didn't even write it down because I forgot what he yelled out. But he was just like, "Oh, the healthcare system's rigged," and blah blah blah. And
I mean,
which
is.
it is.
He ain't lying.
And it did bring attention to it. And I mean, obviously, you don't want to go and just kill somebody about it because they're just going to put another CEO in there. But still, it is like they screw you. But then what do you do about it? Because like the food poisons us, and the doctors
then we go get medication.
We go to the doctor, and then we got to go get insurance, and then we got to do and it's the whole jacked up thing, and it's just bad.
And it's especially bad when you have like an ongoing illness or sickness. It's really hard for them. But he had money. So if he was like asking for PT, he could have just went and paid for PT.
I know. So that's what is.
Maybe he's just like, it's not fair because what if I wasn't wealthy? How would I just be in pain? And something about his mom had issues too and was in pain most of her life. Was it back pain too?
I think that it's had to do something with this back surgery stuff that he just like
I can't get laid.
Snapped about. I don't know. Unless it's totally a conspiracy, it's all planted. It could be either one.
This is the year too that if you're going to throw a conspiracy theory out there, people are going to believe it.
Let's go to Indiana real quick before we go to the big story of the day.
Oh.
So Indiana, this is really disturbing and really gross. There were 2 parents who were arrested after leaving their 2-year-old child to die in a locked closet with a space heater turned up to the highest setting.
I saw that.
November 27th, police responded to a 911 call about a hurt child. They arrived at the apartment of 21-year-old Santina Perez and 23-year-old Jace Hershey. Hershey. Now the apartment was nasty, and nasty. Trash everywhere. Moldy pots in the kitchen. Dishes piled up in the sink. Cockroaches crawling around. Dirty diapers scattered all over the apartment. While they're going through the apartment, police find 2-year-old little girl dead, lying in on the mattress, which was soiled, in a crib in a closet.
Oh, no words.
Police noted that the girl's blankets were disgustingly dirty and that there were feces in the corner of the closet. When they picked the girl up and looked at her, they noticed how warm her body was. They also noticed she had discolored spots on her head, possibly bruises. Parents told the officers that they put the little girl in her crib at about 7 p.m. the previous night, and they said they put the space heater in the closet. They turned it up to the highest setting. They closed the door, and they didn't check on her until about 3 p.m. the next day.
Oh.
Just 12 hours.
Yeah, totally normal.
Yeah.
They wanted to keep her warm.
And they said when they found her, she was unresponsive, and so they called 911.
They did their due diligence.
Oh, bless you, child. God bless you, child. Officers said that there was a notable difference in temperature between the rest of the apartment and the closet that the little girl was in, clearly.
Yeah.
Autopsy later showed that her internal body temperature was 109.4 degrees. And so that was her cause of death. The couple was taken into custody where they remain. They're charged with felony neglect of a dependent resulting in death. And even worse, they have 2 other kids. A 3 and a 5-year-old.
In the house.
Who were then taken to child services.
That's not going to help them.
They're probably going to
give them right back.
Give them right back. Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Yep. Okay, let's get to the good stuff.
What's going on? I don't even know what the big story would be.
H to the Izzo, Hove, Sean Carter. Oh, Jay-Z.
Jay-Z.
Oh,
yeah. At first, you skipped right over your Priest being back in the news because
I'm confused at this point because I thought he was already arrested and everything. He's still getting arrested for how many people?
Now there are kids that he is the father of. So he got some of these people that he assaulted pregnant and they had kids. So Priest, who's not supposed to be screwing or having kids,
how many kids
now
he
has
got
kids. It's multiple. I don't know if it's 2 or 3, but yeah. I forgot his name. Father Anthony.
Father Anthony. I ain't no father no more. I mean, he is a father. He's technically a father
he's a real
actually a father. So on Sunday, a civil lawsuit dropped accusing Jay-Z of sexually assaulting, raping a 13-year-old girl along with Diddy. And this was at an after party at the 2000 MTV VMAs. My first question is, well, I don't know why this 13-year-old girl is there, but
yeah,
I don't know. But anyways, 13-year-old. Allegations. The accuser goes by Jane Doe in the legal documents. She's claiming that all of this happened at a celebrity party, a celebrity after party following the award show. Apparently, this lawsuit was filed back in October, but they just now named Jay-Z in it. I don't know at what point, like, if they just said they didn't name him until now.
Huh.
I'm not sure what the discrepancy is. Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure how that all works, but he's now named. It happened on September 7th, 2000 at the VMAs, and she said that this girl managed to convince a limo driver to sneak her into a private party that was filled with celebrities. And once she got inside the limo, she was asked to sign an NDA.
Oh.
Although she was 13 years old. She obviously had to look way older. Okay. She didn't even really know what that was. Once she got to the party, said it was wild, full of drugs, cocaine. A waitress handed her a drink. After drinking it, she started to feel woozy and lightheaded and decided to find a bedroom to go lie down in. Then she claims the next thing you know is that both Jay-Z and Diddy, along with an unnamed female celebrity.
How is she not getting named this whole time?
She about to. Celebrity B in these documents.
Is it really?
Yes.
Queen Bee, you mean?
It could be Queen Bee. And I think it was 2. There's 2 other ones that are unnamed because there's Celebrity A and Celebrity B. But they're only mentioning Celebrity B, but I believe it's J-Lo and Beyonce.
What year was this? 2000?
Uh-huh.
Was he with J-Lo in 2000?
I think so.
I can't remember when he was with Kim.
So it says that Celebrity B and these barged into the bedroom and that this 13-year-old recognized all 3 of these people immediately. Okay, so it's Diddy reportedly had a crazed look in his eyes. He grabbed her and says, "You're ready to party." Then she alleges that Jay-Z held her down and raped her, followed by Diddy, all while this female celebrity just stood there and watched. She says she fought back. She managed to surprise Diddy when she started to fight back. And he hesitated, and he was like kind of taken aback, kind of surprised that she was fighting so much. And she eventually managed to escape. This is also reminiscent of another allegation from another female who the other female had made about how she was inside the room, and it was just
So
all this stuff is just like sounds just like another person's.
is it coming out now because now she's bold because she knows she'll go down to it, or was the NDA canceled? Because like there's usually like a timeline.
That's true.
On these
I think that
NDAs.
maybe it was like they just were waiting for Diddy to like not get out, and then come out with the other. I'm not really sure. Or it could have been, what's her name? Diddy's wife? Diddy's not wife, but baby mama?
Kim
Porter. I've heard that too. But the girl says that she was trapped in the bedroom. She managed to escape, and people are wondering who Celebrity B, blah, blah, blah. Based on the timeline, 2000, people are speculating it could be somebody like Kim Porter. They're all speculating it could be Beyonce because that's apparently the year that she met Jay-Z. This is all speculation. Mm-hmm. All speculation.
Yeah.
This is the first big name other than Diddy. We're just sitting here waiting for all these names to drop. And then there's been a lot of speculation. Well, yes, we've talked about how we thought Jay-Z was involved. He issued a statement talking about how he called this lawsuit a blackmail attempt. He slammed the lawyer, Tony Busby, who he says sent him a demand letter trying to get him to settle. So Jay-Z is like, no way. This makes me want to expose you even more. He even went as far to challenge the accuser to file a criminal charge if the allegations are true. But I think you have to do it civil, and then you got to do criminal after that. Or
then what's the statute of limitations?
You charge it. You come with the civil case. Then, if they find enough evidence, then the prosecutor charges the criminal charges. I believe that's how it happens.
Where did it say what state?
Well, L.A.
Okay.
He also said in a statement this is what Jay-Z said in a statement, how it's so heartbreaking for his family. Because in his statement, he never denied it. Never did he say, I did not do that. Never did he say that. Uh-huh. But he said this is how heartbreaking this is for his family, especially since his oldest daughter is at the age where her friends might see the news and start asking questions, which I can't even imagine how the conversation would go. But let me read you this exact statement. Because blah, 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 blah. Okay, what he had calculated the nature's allegations. Oh. Hang on, he would make this settle. No, sir.
It says the statute of limitation for a sexual assault in California is 10 years from the date of the last act. But it has to be something like where they're
But can you is it different if it's civil? I mean, I feel like I'm a lawyer. I should know
California Code of Civil Procedure.
Jay-Z goes on and says, I will not give you one red penny. These allegations are so heinous in nature that I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil one. Whoever would commit such a crime against a minor should be locked away.
Oh. But there's a sexual abuse cover-up accountability officially became a law in January 2023 that basically says sexual abuse victims gives them an opportunity to seek justice. So maybe there's not a statute. Huh.
There's more to the statement, but you can find it online and read it. He says, okay, I want to get to this one thing too. Only your network of conspiracy theorists, fake psychics, will believe the idiotic claims that you have levied against me, blah, 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 harmed my kids. I mean, just goes on and on and on and on and on and on. But then, let me tell you what I found out today. Oh, also, Beyonce's mom, Tina, liked a post on Instagram. You remember with the whole scandal with Jay-Z in the elevator with Beyonce's sister, and then something about Becky with the good hair. Like how he like there was all these like cheating stuff, but then like they were gonna get divorced, and then everything was just like went away. I don't know. It's a little sus. So
And then she got. It was.
Oh, and then the singer MIA, who sang that Paper Airplane song.
Sure.
She came out and she was talking about how Jay's like, well, that's why you don't know who she is, because she didn't, join the Illuminati or whatever. And Jay-Z was like, you need plastic surgery. And she's like, I'm not getting plastic surgery. And he was like, okay, well then you're done. Like if you're not gonna do what I say. But so she had just come out and said all this. So let me get to what I'm trying to find. It's so long. I wrote so many things. Okay, so just today, 3 men claim that Diddy raped them while they were unconscious between 2019 and 2022. Lawsuits were filed anonymously in New York, with all 3 men claiming they would be given drinks and would wake up to Diddy raping them. The following is disturbing. This was a post on Twitter. One man says he'd met up with Combs to discuss pay he was owed. Combs served him a drink, and in 2 minutes, it says, quote, 2 minutes, I start to feel like just very tired, very sleepy. The man woke up with Combs raping him. When he told Combs to stop, the man was told, I'm almost done.
Oh, shit.
Another man tells a similar story, saying he was given a drink at the Park Hyatt Hotel for an after party. The man says his vision began spinning and he lost consciousness. When he woke up, in between blacking out, he says he saw a man and a woman sitting on the bed recording the rape on camera. He says he was given $2,500 by the man who filmed the alleged rape the next morning. The third man attended a party at Combs' mansion in East Hampton, New York. He said he was given a drink and he fell in and out of consciousness. According to the lawsuit, the individual says he woke up and he woke up to Combs and his associates raping him. And then LeBron James is now taking a break from basketball because Diddy ain't no party like a Diddy party.
Ain't no party like a Diddy party.
So LeBron about to go down.
Is he next?
It's just a whole, I just don't know.
So he has to, obviously he's a sadist, but why do you want them unconscious? Like, you could probably have sex with plenty of people awake and willingly. So why do you want to render them?
I
even
think
the
because
girls,
they
control?
know they can get, yes. They know they can get anybody they want, but
that's easy. You get bored with that.
Yeah. You got to do something like, but I don't understand why anybody would want to do something with a limp, like nothing, like just somebody just laying there.
Yeah. No. I don't know.
I mean, he
Too
is
much drama in the industry.
And man, all is he doing is just like doing these dudes.
Which is what he really wants the most. And I guess he's too embarrassed to admit it and really pursue it awake, besides him and Jay-Z. Mm-hmm. It's ugly. Ugly, ugly, ugly.
So there you go.
All the news. Woo, that was good stuff. It has been juicy these last couple weeks.
Oh, yeah.
Too much going on. Okay. That is it. Good quickie. We will see y'all Thursday for a new episode, and we are going to North Dakota.
Oh, my.
I know.
What is there?
Uncharted waters, but when I was there, I found a good case.
Yes.
Don't forget to
stay aware,
stay alive,
and always be DTF.
Bye, y'all.
Bye-bye.